H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is? It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we are broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Tuesday. LeBron Taco Tuesday. It's a whole lot of stuff going on, y'all. I can't wait to get into these conversations. But first of all, like customary, I have to shout out to the first 5 people that sign on to the feed. They are what we call the starting 5. Well, they're the first 5 people to sign up to Chop Shop via Facebook or YouTube. Let me go up to the top and click this thing. If you ever see me looking over here at the right, that's the big old monitor right in front of me. And it's telling me that D. Holcomb from the YouTube is the first person. Kevin Lewis, Rod Wells from That Is Moody, and Chris Charles are from the Facebook feed. And let's see who's the 6th person of the day. It might be Sonia Billingsley is the 6th person, 6th woman of the day, 6th person of the day. I will put it 6th person of the day. And she's in the building, but I see everybody out there. I see the businessman. I see the Panther Network. I see Joe Baldridge out there. That is Moody, your young fella balling his butt out up the IO. Jameson Morrow is in the building. Trey Phillips in the building. Trey Phillips, you didn't tell me enough about that young lady, Ayoka Lee. You evidently you didn't play against her. Your team didn't play against her. What's up, Jim Norris? What's up with your Harden leaving the Nets? Hold on, kid, Chris. Y'all see that? Let me show y'all something. Harden. See, this is what happened when people put up clickbait. And listen, Harden is a free agent this summer. That means he can go anywhere he wants. He's not leaving nobody. I would. If I had a teammate like Kyrie, I would have been gone. But y'all got to remember the reason Ben Simmons was mad. One of the reasons he was mad at Philly because Philly shopped him in a trade last when James Harden was at the Rockets. So don't put it like James trying to leave. Would you want to be a teammate with Kyrie? Would you want to be a teammate with a guy that gets you to come into a place? I shouldn't have to go here, but Chris Charles, you know I am. And we can talk about it. Why would you want Karen Roach, a guy that told you and Kevin Durant, y'all come down here, man, we're going to have a big 3 down here. We're going to get it rolling. We're going to get it. And then soon as adversity pop up, he don't want to get a shot in his arm. And he don't want to get vaccinated. And guess what? Harden, no, not come back to Houston. So sometimes, I understand, Chris Charles, you're a Laker fan, and you need to be worried about what the hell the Lakers gonna do. With that old ass team they got. That's what you need to be worried about. But I was just thinking about it. I was just saying, when you say stuff like that, think about it. Would you want to be on a team? Would you want to be on a team with Kyrie Irving? I ain't saying, listen, I'm not bashing Kyrie Irving. But if Marcus Carroll was to call me saying, man, come on down here, let's play for the Texans. Let's play for the Rockets. And I said, okay, man, we bringing somebody, man, we balling. And then all of a sudden, knowing we got a COVID and knowing the importance of being vaccinated and taking the vaccine, and you say you don't want to take it because you don't want nobody to tell you what to say. I don't want nobody to tell me what I got to take. It might be interfering with this other stuff that I'm taking. That I don't know what the hell is in that. He's smoking up forget it. He don't know what's in that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, Y'all, sometimes y'all, I know y'all be, well, they got this, they got this, but sometimes y'all got to step back and take a look and say, wait a minute, what if he did me like that? I was mine. I could have went somewhere else. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, how would you feel? I mean, take that you don't like him. Because I know a lot of y'all don't like James. I understand that. Just take that out. And shout out to my two favorite girls in the world, Mindy Collins and Sonya Billingsley. I was this days old when I found out they used to work with each other. They probably still do, but they not in the office. They virtual now. But they used to be work. They had a cute little picture. They hugging at the company outing one time. Let me tell you, I said, wow, no wonder. That when Mindy is not here and Mindy's gone, I be saying, "Where's Mindy?" Then Sonya said, "Well, she here." I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was saying, how did they know? Look, 20 years. I had no idea. But I mean, it just warmed my heart to know that my two favorite girls, see, we still work together. They work together. And I did not, I'm this days old when I found that out this morning. And shout out to them to they are the matriarchs of the Boom Boom Room, and and it's just crazy. And then think about it, Sonya's, I mean, Mindy's son, and Sonya's is some kin to Bryce Griggs, right? I don't know the exact connection, but they always at the High Towers game together. I'm just thinking that's how that they gathered together. But that I'm telling y'all, it really really got to me, y'all. I teared up a little bit, and that when I see stuff like that, that these two great women who got great husbands, got great families. They're part of the chop shop. Y'all, we got some. Hey, I keep trying to tell y'all. We got some bad mama. We got some bad people in this chop shop, man. Yeah, yeah, we got some bad people in this chop shop. That's why I shout United Airlines too. Oh man, y'all really mad at both y'all. Oh, I'm talking to y'all off the air. I'm talking to y'all off the air, off camera. You know, I'm gonna talk to y'all out the camera. But you know what? It just it did it. It really warmed my heart when I see those two, and I saw them on a picture together. I said, "Wow, okay, all right." So uh, enough, enough of them, enough of them, enough of them. Uh, I don't know where I'm gonna go today, y'all. Y'all know, got so many, got some good news. Going to a meeting when I leave here. Got some things that's happening. Uh, it's I don't know where to start today. But I do want to share with y'all something before we go anywhere. Share the show, because I do want to share something with you. I got to go to Ghana. I've been to Africa, I've been to Nigeria, but I've never been to Ghana. And some friends of mine just left there. Uh, People I know over there right now. Uh, they tell me it's something different in the air, in the atmosphere, in the oxygen. Just to be able to touch the sacred soil that our ancestors departed from against their will. I before and I say this to all of y'all, before you make your transition into eternity, all of us, we got to step foot into Ghana. People like Mindy Collins and Sonya, they can go over there anytime they want. They work for the airline. A Jew is not a real Jew if he haven't been to Jerusalem. An African American is not really diasporic. if they have not been to Ghana. Put it on your bucket list. Uh, thought about that. Put it on your bucket list to go to Ghana. I just got to. I just, you know, that's the way, just something I wanted to shout out to y'all. I saw something about, and Trey Phillips can help me with this. Mississippi State's women basketball leading scorer enters the transfer portal. Explain that to me. Somebody explain it. It's women's basketball. Mississippi State, leading scorer. Somebody sent that to me, and I'm gonna talk about it. But we'll talk about that a little bit. But 35 years ago today, the New York Giants won the Super Bowl, I think, 11? And Phil Simms became the first player to declare, I'm going to Disneyland. He got paid $75,000 to do it. What's up, Reginald Simpson? Y'all share the show right quick. And I want to share. I think I did it. Hold up. Yeah. Y'all remember this?
You wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
Phil Simms, you just won the Super Bowl. What are you doing next?
I'm going to go to Disney World.
And the reason, y'all, it's a reason I played that. I got a, how did he say, I saw that commercial this morning. I got a sentimental attachment to that because when the Rockets won, I think the second championship, maybe the first, Robert Horry was sanctioned. He was picked to go to represent the world champions at Disney World. Guess what was going on, y'all? It's gonna get you. Yeah, it was the first championship. Because I just looked at the dates. Let me tell you, I'm gonna show you what's so unique. His wife, my son's mother was pregnant at the time. Okay. My son was born in November of 94. Okay. So this was before when we went to Disney World. All of us, I still somewhere we got the pictures show her being pregnant with my son, and we went to Disneyland because the Rockets had won the World Championship. So I'll never forget that. I got a special attachment to that. That's why I wanted to share that with y'all. Phil Simms, 35 years ago today, he did the first. I'm going to Disney World. So now whoever win the Super Bowl, after the Super Bowl, most times it's the quarterback. It's the MVP. Sometimes I don't know how they pick them. Sometimes the MVP, sometimes the quarterback. Sometimes it's somebody who will be able to go that next morning. Because they got to pick somebody who will be able to be in the Disney World that next morning because they fly them in and they have a parade. We had the big parade, down Disney Boulevard, whatever it is. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. A great moment in my life. My son was born. So back to the feed. Trey Phillips says she actually should have left before this season. The coaches that recruited her are at Texas and Auburn. Wait a minute. Let me put that on there, Trey. Glad you said that. The coaches that recruited you. So every time your coach leave and get a job, you telling me the players should be able to leave and go too? Is that what you're saying, Trey? Is that what you're saying? That man said he saw a commercial about Ghana. Damn, I ain't see no commercial about Ghana. I want you to go to Ghana. Damn, Panther Network, you see a lot of commercials. You see a lot. Help me, Trey. Rick Brown, help me. Rick Brown. I asked. They sent me a text last night. Hold on, let me go to the text. I want to call the young lady by her name. I got a text. I just let's see. Ooh, got some crazy text last night too. Got that text. I remember that text. Young lady. I think these the people sent it to me. Oh yeah. Oh no. Man, somebody else must send me that text then last night. Oh, I don't know who sent it to me. Somebody sent it to me last night. But young lady, who's the young lady's name? I thought I had it in my notes. Thought I had it in my notes, but oh, here it is. Here it is. I got it. I did it myself, y'all. Got Mississippi State's women's basketball forward. It's not Women Rock Wednesday, but you know Women's Rock every day. Rikia. I guess her daddy name is Ricky, and he messed up this girl's name up with this Rikia. Come on, Ricky. Uh, uh, that's like me naming my daughter Roberta. I wasn't naming my daughter that mess, but I did. And I tried. I was gonna name her Whitney. I told y'all that because I love Whitney Houston. And her mom said, "You ain't naming her that." You know how women are. I said, "Okay." So I said Brittany instead of Whitney, Brittany. So I got close, and then the B, my name. But let me talk to you. Mississippi State basketball forward Rakia Jackson, the SEC's leading scorer this season, plans to enter the transfer portal. She announced in a social media post. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you for my time, all that old stuff. She averaged 20 points a game, 6 rebounds in 15 games this season for the Bulldogs, who have lost 3 straight. Jackson, who would need to turn 22 this calendar year to enter the 22 draft. She turns 21 in March. Jackson was recruited by former Baylor, former Bulldogs coach Vic Schaefer. That's the guy at Texas now. So I'm hearing her mom said, she lost a lot of sisters. She stepped down. They said, oh, Nikki McCray, great girl. She's from Memphis. Nikki McCray, Princeton, she took over as head coach. She stepped down for mental health reasons. So they hired. But Trey, the way you said it though, Trey. How did you watch Texas? Yeah, I watched the Texas Tech game. Yes, I did. I know she can hoop. She averaged 20. She's the leading scorer. But you said something. Trey, let me put it up there. You said she actually would have left before the season. The coaches that recruited her are at Texas and Auburn. So what are you saying, Trey? If my coach leave, I have a right to leave? I'm just Chuck McGowan. I know Nikki stepped down. She wasn't feeling well. I'm just asking the question. Y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all can, it's no right or wrong question. I'm just trying to get an understanding. I guess we got 12 different conversations on here because he chose not to do it. I don't know. Oh, I guess they talking about something. Yeah, y'all kill me when y'all come on here. We talk about one subject. Y'all got 12 damn subjects going on the thing. But hey, that's all right. Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting that you would say that. Tell me why. Oh, talking about John Stockton. Okay, I got you. But y'all help me, Gary. Maybe y'all typing right now. So while y'all typing, I got a message to Karen. I'm gonna read it to y'all. I got a message last night in my messenger. Let me go out of there so I can get to my messenger. I like getting these kind of messages. I really like getting these kind of messages. Never got a message from these people. Okay, she said once Nick left at the beginning, things changed. She probably stayed last year because Nick. Okay, so all right. So things happen on college campus. So it's okay for kids just to leave. It's okay because coaches can leave. you know. So that's all I was trying to get you to say, Trey. It's okay. It's okay. Don't let nobody make you feel guilty for leaving. But we was talking about game, and I'm glad I'm on by myself because it gets confusing when Jimmy get on. I can just can share some stuff with y'all. I Michael Jordan came on. We was talking about a big game against. I hope I get the schools right. Cy Falls and Cy Falls. It's Clear Falls. Is it Clear Falls? Uh, Cy Falls or Clear Falls? I'm sorry. What? Help me out. Clear Falls or Cy Falls and what's the other name of the school? Clearbrook. I think listen. I'm not from Houston, so y'all got to excuse me. I don't know a lot of these high schools. I should. I don't think they had it in the message. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's Falls. Okay, it just said Falls. No, not Cy Ranch and Cy Falls. No. Jim Norris, I ain't talking. Clearbrook and Clear Falls. Okay, thank you, Chuck McGowan. I love that. That's what y'all wonder why I love to be boom. Hey, we ain't talking about you today, Jim Norris. We talked about you yesterday. We talking about Clearbrook, and I know you out there, Angel. We ain't talking about you today either. We ain't talking about you. We talking about Clearbrook and Clear Falls this time. We talking about y'all. Okay. So I know we talked about him yesterday. I got you. Okay. So this the mess. So you be easy, Jim. I'm not talking about you right now, Jim. I talked about you yesterday. Slow down. I can't talk about you every day. Slow down. Okay. So I was wondering, because I heard it was a good game. The little guy, they got a little guard. Y'all got to understand, I'm partial to guards. Okay? My son was a guard. I was a guard. I like guards. And I'm partial to the little diminutive guard, the guards that are not that tall. So I like the guards. So I saw on social media, I didn't understand what's going on. They kept posting the little guard, Harden, Orlando Harden, making winning plays. And they was talking about he's just a winner. He just got, and I always thought he was a winner because I saw him play one time and I fell in love with him, right? But other people were talking about, man, he just. Then he left one school and went to another. So people had something to say about that. So I'm saying, so, I try not to bring, because, these people in this basketball community, they are something else. I'm just telling y'all. That's why I'm here for you, Jim Norris, because it's a cesspool of BS ass people in this summer basketball industry. High school basketball. It's a cesspool of them. You don't know what cesspool is, go look it up. And sometimes I just try to drain the swamps because you gotta understand, I have no motive. I have no kid. I ain't on no bed. I ain't got no AU team. I ain't got no motives. I showed up at a workout not too long ago. I just showed up because I was there supporting a young kid that want to play in this, gonna play in this organization. Do you know, the question was asked, what he doing? Who he in there saying? What he doing in there? People that do that, I know they got terrible motives. They don't know I know they said it. And I don't care. When I blow my nose, it's some tissue got on me, and it's just bothering me right here. But I'm shaking the haters off. Yeah. What's that song? What's that song? I don't know the name of that song. So y'all gotta understand, my methods are pure. If I walk in your gym, Ain't nothing y'all got in there I want. Let me repeat that. If I was to take out my time on a Sunday afternoon when I could be playing golf, and I walk in there, y'all, we got some people in this summer basketball and this high school basketball, they just rotten to the freaking core. And the only people gonna get mad at that statement is the ones that are rotten to the freaking core. What he said, folks, I always out here selling steak that tastes like bologna. Ooh, wow, that's a cesspool, an underground container. Yes. So it delighted me because I asked a question. Michael Jordan put on the screen, he said it was a movie at that Clearbrook, Clear Falls game. Okay? So somebody from the game said, hold up. They saw the show yesterday. Yeah, they worth it. They worth it, Don, I just popped in, Don. But Don, what got me is, if you got clear motives, you shouldn't worry about who walk in the gym, especially a guy like me who can help everybody in the gym. Guess what? A lot of people don't want y'all to be helped. They want y'all to be crippled so you can need them to give you a bandage for your cripple, for your ailment, instead of curing your ailment. The message to me said, you asked the question, why was Brook and Falls? See, they just said Brook and Falls, a movie. I guess was Clearbrook and Clear Falls. She says simple. The kid that everybody keep messing with struck yet again. Donald Thomas, check this out. Y'all know if I'm talking about this, y'all know it struck a chord in me. And I love this letter. I mean, this the kind of stuff we need help with. He said that the reason it was a movie, the kid that everyone keep messing with struck again, yet again. Orlando Harden Jr. See, ain't nobody told me all of this now. He's been the best point guard because J-Lo is a combo guard in this city and has been for years. I'm reading this, y'all. They talked about Fall's ugly losses, but they failed to mention that Harden was at Houston Christian the first 3 games. Falls lost. And that team has been a total different team since he's been back. Ain't nobody told me that. Thank you, sir, for sending me this. Thank you. I liked that little guard when he was playing this summer with the Houston Hoops team. Think he was on Wesley Yates' team. Like this little guard. They always won. Point guards are known by their wins. Out of complete honesty, I can give a, he been watching the show. Out of complete honesty, I can give a fat rat's ass about the rankings. Somebody bring up to me, Henry Sims is in the building. What's up, man? I want you to comment. Your comment. I need people to comment. He said, I can give a fat rat's ass about the rankings, but guess what, everybody? But the kids think about the rankings. The parents might not, but the kids do. Okay. He said, good. Thank you, Atlanta and all one. Hey, y'all, listen to me. This involves everybody. This what I'm talking about. This involves everybody that's on this feed. All right? Check this out. He said, I get upset when the writers say certain things about this game, about his game, and I'm always at his game, and I never see any of them. Hold up, man. Y'all, I'm finna have, I might not let Jimmy in today. I might have to talk about this a long time. Hey, when I play my little glockenspiel, that's a glockenspiel, if you people who don't know anything about music, that's. Hold up. Then I got I can play my cymbal. Then I can, with a drum roll. Hey, I like this. The man said, I get upset when the writers, I guess evaluators or whatever, say certain things about his game, and he's always at the game, and he never see any of them there. Herman Scott, y'all got to help me. Herman Scott, we ain't talking about no damn South Falls right now. Herman Scott, help me with this one. Okay, thank you. Okay, let me put Xavier up there. Xavier, because let me put Xavier up there. Hold on. Herman Scott, I want you to help me with this one. We talking about this guard right now. Herman Scott, I'm gonna talk about Xavier. I'm gonna talk about it. I promise you I am. You ain't sent me no letter. This person sent me a letter, Herman Scott. shoutouts@gmail.com. Or you can go and message me on a messenger on one of these things. Some. It's amazing how adults would tear down and talk about a kid because their player child is not getting the press recognition. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Point guard's job is to execute, man. Okay. Herman, I got you, Scott. I got you. Listen to me, Herman, you make sure you email me, chopshophtx@gmail.com, so I can keep up with Xavier. That's all you got to do, Herman. Herman, I ain't got no motives. Herman ain't gonna ask you for nothing. I ain't gonna offer you to tweet your son and ask you to give me no money. I ain't gonna do none of that, Herman. I ain't gonna do none of that, man. If I can help your son, I'm gonna help him. Check this out, though. Let me tell you. It's more. We're talking about this little kid, Orlando Harden, right now. Thank you for this letter, because I'm sick of it too. I'm a little sick of it too. All right. Rankings didn't bother me until my son was playing better than most kids. Yeah. See? Rankings affect people. I know they do. It's all right. This kid was a second team. Check this out. This kid was a second team top 10 player on the EYBL, I guess the young team, the young ones, 16 and unders, not 17. And defensive player of the session at Peace Jam. But when we come to Houston, they said it's 12th or 16. Okay? Players that are better than him. Hicks says 12 people better, and Sloan said it's 16 better than him. I'm just showing y'all this what go. See, I ain't got Jimmy on the show. This us talking. All I ask into what he said about that, I don't agree with this one, because guess what? Sloan and Hicks ain't worried about what the hell he did in EYBL. That's the EYBL stuff. That ain't their stuff. So I understand why Sloan and Hicks got different reasons. I don't know. I want to go look at the rankings right now. I'm gonna try to see can I multitask. Y'all know I'm not that great at multitask. And but guess what? For y'all, let's just get this out there. We just gonna listen to me. We gonna use this as an example for the future. Cause I know I ain't talking about some of y'all kids and y'all. Robert, you ain't. Let's use this. Let's use this as a teaching moment. RCS. Okay, sports. Okay. Let me put my password in and all that good stuff. Y'all, because I think I care about y'all kids, man. I care about y'all kids. I had one. They used to talk about him. I done told a story. I'm sitting in the stands. 4 or 5 old dudes got the book, the magazine, Jimmy's magazine, talking about my son before the game started. Well, Hicks got him right. Brandon Nicholson, Henry Sims. Who was that? Hold on. Who was that? Herman Scott. I'm sitting there right next to him, listening to him talking about my pride and joy. You hear me? In the stands, talking about the kid that I feed every day, the kid that got my name. Check this out, Dominique Green. So I've been there. Parents, I've been there. A lot of these people ain't got no kids. A lot of people ain't been through this. What year is Orlando in? What year is he in? Is it 2000? What year is he in? Somebody give it to me right quick. What year is it? Oh, I guess he in Wesley Yates class. Okay, I got it. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm there. I got you. Thank you, baby. Thank you. And who makes the decision for them to be there? And just I didn't get you. I don't know who you're replying to. Kids need to get a mindset of Kobe Bryant. No, that Kobe Bryant didn't always had a damn mindset. Herman Scott. Kobe Bryant was a feeble-minded young man, but Kobe Bryant didn't always have that mindset. Don't get that shit twisted. Kobe Bryant just he didn't respect people. I don't never want my son not to respect people. Yeah, y'all talking about that mama this and mama that. Know the whole story. Know the whole story. Okay. So let me get back to my man's story, man. This is a compelling story. I love it. All I ask is if you are going to put opinions out there about his game, at least come and watch or send some of your people, and then you will see how he's always face guarded. How he's always face guarded. Ooh. Double team. Or the opposing coach's strategy is to keep the ball away from him. Listen to me, y'all. I didn't read this whole thing. I didn't read this. I'm reading this at real time with y'all, and they used to do my baby like this. If he ain't good, well, why they double teaming him then? Wait a minute. Hey, hold up. We got a coach on here. Sims, you go. Where my coaches at? Do you double team a dude that can't play? Do you double team? I ask. Do you double team and face guard a guy that can't play? Okay. Where my man? Where my man? Dominique. They used to take a guy like your son, the biggest football player, and put it on my little old bitty 150-pound dude. Ladies and gentlemen, I've lived through this. Trey Phillips, I lived through this. They used to put the football player on this little bitty boy. Hold on. I love this letter. I love this letter. I'm getting it, y'all. He said, hold on. He's doing all of this without one basketball prospect on a team in a loaded CCISD 6A division. Okay, if they double you, you're 100% certified due. Thank you. Okay. Man, I'm loving this. I'm loving this, y'all. This young man, listen to me, man. I ain't been hearing about the young man, but I liked him. But people, I hear all of these people, ain't nobody talking about it, but I like him. That's why I don't listen to what other people say about these kids, man. And they get mad because this is what they do for a living. But dude, I just go and look at them for myself. You're better at this than me. You know so much more about this than me. Y'all watch basketball all the time. Y'all watch high school basketball. When I see a kid, I like him. So then the man said, I might be late. I might not be able to watch the show, but I'm going to log on. But he said, check this out. Just for you to know, and just so you're aware. This is what I love. I love it. This is what I love the Boo Boo Room, man. This is what I love. I love this type of conversation because guess what? Some mamas and daddies going to go through that. I'm just glad to hear that. I thought it was me personally. Sonya. I thought they didn't like my son because of me. But shit, they doing everybody kid like this. Hold on, let me finish. He said, and just so you're aware, that move from Houston Christian was not basketball related. And that tore Orlando up because of his relationships he had with the school first, then the basketball program. I took some things that happened that he needed to be somewhere else, close to his home. They started to let him drive himself, but someone hit him. And he been scared to drive ever since. Corey Henderson. I talk to this man all the time. He never told me how good his son was. He coached his son. I didn't even know it. I go to Dallas and go to the game. His son balling his ass off. Excuse me, his behind off. Landon said, what'd he say? He said, Percy, I've never seen anyone get the best of Orlando Jr. Thank you. I love that little kid. Let me see what Marcus, it's a compliment. Dude, all I'm saying, man. Also, this stuff has become so personal, but performance, numbers, and winning speak for itself. Yes. Did y'all hear what I just said? You know all these mumblers and grumblers. Why he left here because somebody else, he left. I heard them. But I don't like to listen to the mumblers and grumblers. Thank God somebody gave me this information. Teddy came on this show and said they hate losing that kid. Then I talked to him off camera. He said, man, I hate leaving that kid. Now y'all see how, let me see. You know how people talk about how I take up for people? He must be a fan of his. No, I take up for people because I've lived a life where people did this to me and my kid and my family. Of course I'm going to take out for James Harden. You know why? I'm great friends with his mom and his family. So you think I'm going to let people just say, hell no. I've been to dinner with Stephen Curry's dad. Stephen Curry is the reason that Every workout he used to do, somebody used to send him to me. I used to send my son through with him. So I know the scrutiny that people have. I know the scrutiny that Doc Rivers had to deal with his son, Austin Rivers. But we out here, I said earlier, this summer basketball and high school basketball is filled with a cesspool full of guys. And y'all got to figure out a way and get their ass out of the way. And how you do that, don't let your kids play with them. Don't let your kid do. You got the power. Y'all know who these damn people are. Think about what this man. I had to stop because it hit me right here. We started to let him drive himself, but someone hit him, and he's been scared to drive on the highway ever since. And you got these clowns. Yeah, and I looked up the definition of clown the other day. So if people think I was talking about them and messing with them, I don't know. A comic entertainer, easily won in a circus, wearing a traditional costume and exaggerated makeup. This stuff is funny to me, y'all. That's why I ain't trying to call you out here. I'm just saying, you're funny. He said, Falls is connected to my neighborhood, so that's why not bring him back home? Wow. Y'all see the stuff these parents going through? I had to go through this, man. I can't wait to meet the kids' parents now. Can't wait. I've heard about this little boy, but guess what? I've been hearing about him through people. Mars, I've been hearing about this young man through people. Let me tell y'all something. Don't y'all ever in y'all life, I'm going to tell you this personal from me. But you go by what one of these clowns say about me. You better get to know me yourself. I'm just telling you that right now. Because I don't let them. They're not in my circle. Just because they come on this show and all, everybody ain't your circle. Keep it that way. Circle tight. Telling y'all. Circle got to be so tight in 2022. I told some people some stuff yesterday, knowing they gonna tell somebody. You got to know the people around you. Listen, if you want some told, go get that talking ass dude. Tell him something that you want. You tell him, man, hey man, tell everybody this. Yo, we got to. I used an example the other day. My goal, Dominique Green, is to have my circle so tight. It's like Chadwick Boseman's circle. Chadwick Boseman was dying for 2 years. Nobody let it out. None of his friends, woman, nobody said nothing. We got to move like that now. This young man, Orlando Harden, man, I'm proud of you, son. Junior. I've been watching your work. And guess what? I let these people get in the way of me talking about it. Because they never, if you never bring it up on the show, I should have been saying, but that win you had the other night, and you were the one that closed out the win, I ain't heard nobody say that. But somebody called it, so I had to go look at the video. Hey, no, I didn't see that tweeted. Man, we got to do a better job. Marcus Carroll, Sonya, I know Sonya, all of you people in this summer basketball, and we got to do a better job, man. We got to share this show. A lot of people need to hear about this, but some of us just won't share it. Some of us, you don't, you won't. It's like we, we ain't the ugly girlfriend, the ugly boyfriend. Man, I don't want everybody to know it. No, man, you should be proud. Yeah, we're gonna say some crazy stuff. You know, some of you people might, well, they crazy. Might turn into red claw. Yeah, guess what? At home, they ass turn into red claw anyway, any day. You don't know what they doing at their house. But I looked up at this cat, man, and I know I don't get into people's rankings. Y'all never hear me brag or talk about rankings, never. But I know they're important to the kids. But Orlando Jr. in the city of Houston, you 5'10", and you rank number 12, you always want to have room to go up. If I put you way up there, if a bigger, better dude come in, they gonna drop your little ass down. Now I'm just telling you how it works. I'm just telling you how this works. I like where you are. Because guess what? Lando, please let my young fella listen to this. A wise man told me this. John Lucas, a long time ago. He said, man, don't you worry about your son being the best ninth grader. Don't you worry about your son being the best 10th grader. Don't you worry about your son being the best 11th grader. You better make sure his ass is the best 12th grader. Lando, you got another summer. You go and tear these people's head off. I don't follow summer basketball, but I knew about you, young man. I knew about you, young man. So guess what? The right people watching, the people that can pick up a phone and call a coach, the coach gonna answer my phone call because I never called him about nothing. I got nothing to coach. Only thing I want out of the coach, you got a pro, you gonna send him to me, give me the pro. If not, I ain't got time to be talking to no coach. I got enough friends. I told you, my circle tight. I don't need a coach to take me to dinner. Shit, I go to all the, I can cook. But man, every one of these kids on here, man, I'm going to call their names. Wesley Yates, Chris Johnson, Jalen Lowe, Jacob Cole. I didn't even realize people were hating on Jay. Listen to me. I'm at a go. Hey, Orlando go to Clear Falls. Clear Falls, son. Keep looking at, son, you go take a look at him. Check this out. I fell in love with Jacob Cole and got to talking about Jacob Cole, and people were looking at me upside my head like, he ain't this and he ain't this. I said, I know. Y'all talk about what he ain't. I'm seeing what he is. Long, athletic, can handle the ball. He ain't this. He won't do this. Somebody told me. So, I told somebody about. Listen to me. Teddy Wheeler. Thank God for Teddy Wheeler. Came on the show. He introduced me to a guy on the show. He talked about the kid, Keno Dawes. Okay? I ain't never heard of the kid. He said, Hatter, I don't care what these folks talking about. He won. Guess what I did? I got in my car and went over and saw him myself. I'm going to show you what influence is. I got there. It's crowded. Police wouldn't let nobody in. But you know I'm in. I don't even know these people, but they let me in. Come out halftime. They played against Straight. Hey, hey, I watch him come out to the ball rack. I usually watch dudes come to the ball rack, Chuck, and just grab a ball for themselves and just go shoot. This kid was grabbing the ball and giving them to his teammates. Hands this damn big. 6'7", long, athletic, handle the ball. I said, why have I heard about him? Thank you, Teddy Wheeler. I went to see him for myself. I'm sitting at the Straight game one day, and I'm talking to Kellen Sampson. I told him the story I just told you. Do you know a day or two after that, U of H offered that kid. Coach didn't see that. I saw that and gave the information to the coach. Let me tell y'all something, man. This summer basketball, I repeat, high school basketball, it's a cesspool of people who I don't know their reason. I can't explain them. I can't. I ain't even talking negative about them. I just don't want y'all to be hurt by them. Because this message I got, it hurt me. And I know it's hurting this kid's parents. I was there. I've been in that same position. So we got to figure out, are we going to still let these people continue to make this thing? They done made it bad enough. Is it something, Dominique, is it something that we can do as parents? Because we got control. We got the kids. Y'all want to boycott the damn the NFL, and you can't affect nothing they doing, but you boycott this bullshit, this crap. If people ain't treating you right, boycott their ass. Get together, parents. But you got to be together. One of them can't be over. Well, no. Little kid left Houston Christian, and I heard people talking all that bad stuff about the kid. I didn't hear everything because I didn't process it, because I don't like to hear all that old shit. Don't be coming around me with that mess. But Lando Jr., you got 11 guys that somebody else said that's ranked. Do you know you are in the same range as all of them? You're in the same range. You're the number 12 player in the fourth largest city in the world. I mean, in the country, young man. You all right. You just got to keep getting better. Whatever your weaknesses are, a guard, sub 6 foot guard, you got to be able to make threes. You got to work on your jumping ability. If you can put your hand in a can of paint and jump up and touch the top of that backboard, guess what? They're going to look at you. I'm just telling you what coaches tell me. At any moment, you can hit 10 out of 13 threes. You special. You can already handle the ball. You can already run a team. Young man, you got, let me tell you something. You got a guy who's going to support you. And I'm going to be a little bit more vocal about it. You know, when somebody writes stuff like this, you know, I know they care. And I just want to let you know I care too. And all y'all's kids, even Herman Scott's kid, Xavier Scott. I got you, Xavier. You winning out there, Xavier. You ain't lost but 4 games all season. Keep winning. I didn't see where they had you ranked, Xavier. If you're still there, put it on there. But I'm gonna shout out to the guys. I'm gonna shout out to the guys who we got: Wesley Yates, Chris Johnson, Jalen Lowe, Jacob Cole. I told you about Jacob Cole. I love him. Don't care what y'all say about him. I love him. Let me have him. Fred Payne, Kenneth Lewis, Smurf Millender, Keno Dawes, JoJo Tugler from Sci-Fall, Tayshaun Archie. I saw him play. He bad. I like him. Then Jamari McDowell at Manville. I haven't seen Jamari. I haven't seen JoJo. I haven't seen, yes, I have seen. Yeah, I've seen all these guys. Not in person. I never seen Jalen Lowe in person play. But Lando, you right there, baby. You listen to me. You right there. So play this over 1,000 times. You right there, baby. You in the. They can interchange all of y'all. You just got to keep getting better. You got to eliminate the excuses. Chop shop. I'm gonna take a break. I got to take a break. We'll be back in a minute. I got something else for y'all. Y'all know how I do. We'll be back in a minute.
The Cox Pradia Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW. The Cox Pradia Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injury.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop. Guess what? Guess who I found? Oh, you decent. Let me. Okay. Yeah, you got some crazy colors. Boy, you got some crazy shit going on over there. You all right? You'll be all right. Don't worry about it. I got to match you. It's gonna be. We're gonna work it out. No, we'll work it out. You want to go olive? You want to go olive?
All right.
You want to go olive? You all right? But Jimmy,
all right.
Jimmy, I used some of your stuff a minute ago. I don't know if you was listening to the show. I wish you was. But
what part?
No. I mean, it don't matter. I was just talking about a letter that I got in the mail last night, and we'll talk about it later. But I did want to tell y'all. Yesterday, Michael Jordan came on the screen, and he said that game against Clearbrook and Clear Falls was a movie. And I asked him, what you mean by movie? Then he explained it to me. He said the matchup, the atmosphere, the anticipating of the Millie Boys meeting up with Orlando Harden Jr. and sharing the same stage and court. It's some you stand in line for early to make sure you got in. The drama throughout and the ending that many didn't expect. Now everyone awaits the sequel. Thank you, Michael Jordan. Cause Michael Jordan said it was a movie. That atmosphere, Jimmy, you didn't go, I wasn't there, but I wanted to know what the hell a movie meant. But guess what? When you put it that way, I like that. I didn't know that stage was set. And Jimmy, I know you didn't have a chance to talk about it yesterday. How big was that? This young man, who this team wasn't that great, Jimmy, in the beginning when he wasn't there. And this young man came and took down a big team. And I bet, and maybe y'all got it on your site. I haven't had a chance to read up on the recap on your site. But Jimmy, I think for a point guard to have a win like that, I mean, thank you, Michael Jordan, because ain't nobody else explained that to me, Jimmy, because you didn't have time yesterday. So if you want to, you can talk about it. If not, you don't.
Well, Clear Falls defeated Clear Brook. And here's the thing. A couple of weeks ago, Clear Brook went on the road and beat Dickinson.
Okay.
And in that game there, it was more people at the Dickinson game than it was at this game, Clear Brook the other night. It both was packed houses, but Dickinson gym is has seats a little bit more. Okay. That's why.
Okay.
And it was that was a rainy Saturday on that game.
You was at that game, weren't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, when Clear Brook beat Dickinson a couple of weeks ago, after the end, then we voted and we moved Clear Brook into the number 1 spot because Beaumont Westbrook had just went on the road and they had lost in New Orleans. So now Clear Brook is our new number 1 team in the area. This is amid some of the cries that came from Clear Brook supporters about getting a lack of respect. Ain't nobody believing in them. Now everybody's sleeping on us. Okay. What they're going to say now. And you guys know something. Notice something. I've been doing this stuff for a long time.
Okay.
Everybody can't handle when you put them at number 1. Many people out there perform their best when you are making them think. You've brainwashed them into thinking that the world is against them. Nobody's going to respect you. That guy in front of you, you got something to chase. Well, once you get that number 1 slot, it's almost like a mental orgasm for some people. You've came. Now what?
Jim.
And that's what
I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep.
And that's what Clear Brook did against Clear Falls the following week.
Jimmy, check this out. I didn't know. See, that's why I was talking about, but I didn't know they were the number 1 team because I didn't know that until you put that on the screen yesterday. I didn't know it was a ranking. You had a ranking of the teams. That's me. I ain't no parent. So I don't look at that as much, but that makes so this young man. So you making my story more grand. This young man, who everybody was telling me he got ran out of HC Houston Christian. He got this. All that old mess. He ain't this. And he ain't this. And he ain't that. He went and knocked the number 1 team. Thank you. Michael Jordan. I understand why it was a movie, Jimmy. I didn't know it was the number 1 team. That's like knocking Baylor off the other day. For them people who knocked Baylor off.
Yeah. And so now don't get it twisted. Clear Falls they have a couple of quality wins. We've inserted them into our new updated rankings on Sunday night, Monday morning on rcsports.com. Clear Falls, they beat Texas City, right? They beat understand Clear Creek. They've beaten Clear Creek, but Clear Creek is 2-4 in district play.
Okay.
Clear Creek Clear Creek is like next to last in district.
Okay.
So the quality now you can beat a team when you beat them. Their RPI is good, but later on they take some losses, and that win ain't really as sexy. So then you go and you look at they beat Clear Lake. Clear Lake is tied with Clear Creek in district play, and this Clear Brook win they beat Klein.
Okay.
Who's a top? I think Klein is a top. Is the only first place team that they've beaten. But beating the size is Clear Brook.
Okay.
Those are their best wins.
Okay.
So Clear Falls, you need more of those types of wins.
Yeah.
You got Dickinson coming up.
But
beat Dickinson.
Jimmy, ain't nothing like beating the number one team, Jimmy.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I'm saying.
Don't get that money and get that money back. That's what you're saying.
If this win is supposed to validate.
I got you.
It's supposed to validate certain players on Clear Falls' team.
Okay.
Then this is just the beginning.
Okay.
This ain't the end.
I got. But Jimmy,
so that means now you have to come back, and that means we're watching you now. We're watching you.
Jimmy, evidently you've been watching him. Jimmy, you got the kid ranked number 12. And so you got him ranked number 12. Could you explain? Because I think some people think, maybe, I don't know if this is, some people think the letter I got, I got a letter. It said that you got 11 people ahead of him, and Sloan got 16 people ahead of him, right? 16 people. Could you, and all I was saying, Jimmy, when I looked at the people that you have in this, Jimmy, all of these guys are in the same range. Could you explain that to me? Because I mean, you better at this. You've been doing this for a long time. I don't.
So we're going. Valentine's Day, they have a concert out there, fellas, ladies. Patti LaBelle is coming. Stephanie Mills is coming, and somebody's going to be joining. I forgot who the third person is. So that's a Valentine's concert coming up in a couple of weeks. Okay. If you go online to buy tickets, right? They have the tickets sorted off in sections. Okay. When you go get that section, guess what? It got row A. Then you keep going, row B, row C, row D. Okay. You got one, you can get your tickets sitting in the seats, or you can get them on the floor. On the floor, it takes a certain that's a certain validation for some folk. And as we get older, I don't really give a hoot.
I don't want to sit down there.
No, I swear to you, I turned down a concert last week. We were supposed to go see George Lopez comedy show. And if we couldn't get the suite, I didn't want to go because I didn't want to be around all those people for COVID reasons. I didn't want all those people I don't know breathing and hollering behind me from all different directions. That was the thing. But on top of that, that means you got to use the restroom. You got to plan it when you're sitting on the floor. You can't just get up. You're in the suite, the restroom right there. You got your own bar, you got your own entrance, you got your own parking area. So but back to this stuff right here, the range. You got the way that these things, the rankings just recently came out last week. Okay. Guys, normally you have your top 5. Okay. Your top 5 in the city is kind of like it rolls off the tongue easy. Your top 5 in the area. Okay. Well, that top 5 in a city like Houston, your top 5 players, once they become upperclassmen, not the 9th or the 10th grader, but when they become upperclassmen, your top 5 is supposed in Houston. We strive for those guys when they're in the 12th grade, going to the 12th grade, to be high major prospects. It sorts itself out eventually. Now, top 10, that means you're on that row. You're still on the front row. Nobody asks you where you're sitting at when you say, I got tickets on the front row. Think about it. Nobody gonna say, hey man, Higgs, let's go see the Whispers and Patti LaBelle and Stephanie Mills. I got tickets, man. I got backstage passes. Have you ever been backstage, guys? Have anybody ever give you a ticket
It's
backstage?
boring as hell.
Thank you. Only benefit you get from backstage, if you and guess what? You can go and pluck off some of them grapes and get some drink in the hospitality room in the little room.
Yeah,
That's the only benefit backstage. Guess what? What's your seat number backstage?
The same seat number you're gonna be
You
when
don't
you go
get
out
now.
there.
You
Yeah.
don't get now.
You don't get no
Your
seat.
backstage pass ain't no seat.
Right.
Your
I got you.
backstage pass is your ass is standing room only backstage. But guess what? Some people would rather be standing room only just to be back there behind the stage. You can't see the stage.
Jimmy, I want people to experience it once. But let me see. Once you experience it, I promise y'all, you'd rather be out there. Backstage is boring as hell because they don't let everybody. I want to be where all the the work is. I want to be where all the work. I want to be where the work is. Ain't no the work back in the backstage. The star gonna get that work. You ain't getting none of that work. So you might as well. Okay, let's go. I'm telling y'all my secret. Keep going.
So guys, so this is what you understand. Different classes. I just use the first 5. I say we strive for that. That don't. Now here's where it gets tricky. Every class ain't the same talent level up top. We've had classes in Greater Houston just a couple of years ago where a kid was in the top 5 and didn't have a Division I offer in the 12th grade. Kyrie McDaniel, remember that? SFA's offer came after the buzzer.
Yeah, after hit. Yeah.
After the season was over.
Yeah.
They went to the state tournament championship game. Then a Division I offer came along the line. Afterwards, and guess what? He won the Guy V. Lewis Player of the Year award.
Sure did.
We called ourselves making a conscious effort to reward the guy who had done the most with his team that year.
In his senior year, Jimmy. What that's his senior year, right?
His senior year only. Not the career.
Right.
If that was a career award, then a couple of years later, LJ Crowder would have been a no-brainer. He's all-time leading scorer in the city.
Absolutely. LJ was mad about that too, I think.
Yeah, but the rules aren't written. And
no. I'm talking about when he when Tremont Mark got it over. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, Tremont beat him twice. Yeah. Tremont ended his career. Yeah. And then guess what? Look how it's worked out for both of them.
Both of them great players.
Both of them are big man on campus next year.
Yeah.
Next year, both of them they're part of the marketing campaigns. Would be LJ Cryer Baylor and would be Tremont Mark and other little cat who's out for the year. They're going to be the two-headed.
Yeah.
When they look, little Shed will be back. That'll be the three the hard way. That's what they ought to call U of H on the campus.
No, Jimmy, they got that monster coming in, Jim.
Walker.
They got they got a supposedly monster coming in.
No, Walker is a monster, and we'll talk about that.
But he's a monster in high school.
Yes,
I want to see him be a monster in college. That's the
guess what? Guess what? I mean, like I said, we talk about that in this university.
Yeah, we're talking about yeah. Keep on going. My bad.
That young man Walker is going to make the McDonald game, which they're going to announce the team
in a few minutes,
later on this afternoon in about a couple of hours. Kendrick Perkins and
Malika, don't you? Why you call him? It's Malika Andrews' show. Well, you always calling Kendrick Perkins' name.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I know KP. Malika does a great job. Job.
Let me tell you something, Landon. You took the words out of my mouth. I'm gonna just put it up there. Keep talking, Jimmy. Come on, keep talking, Jimmy.
And so now, guys, people understand because what happens is on this ranking stuff, it almost reminds me of some folks when you see some folks videoing the games or getting highlights or taking the stats in the stands. And I always ask people, what are you using it for? A lot of people take the video and I say, okay, what do you use it for? Some people say, well, we go and we watch it, we dissect it. Okay, cool. Some people go in, what do you use? So what are you using this ranking for? You need to rank for what? To validate what? Because if your performance is doing something, then a lot of coaches out there, that rank only matters at the end when it's trying to measure it against something when they're trying to determine or decide something. If your son is a no-brainer, that rank don't matter. Obviously, he's not a no-brainer to whoever you're trying to market him to. That's the thing. And the stuff takes time, because that's why I said it earlier. So if we go, what do you want us to do? Go update the rankings again tomorrow and move Orlando Harden all the way up in the top 5? So now here's the thing. If we do that, I promise you, on my mama, I don't have no problem doing that. But what if he goes and plays them and they lose next time? You really take that gamble? If you play that team again and you lose, you play Dickinson with Seth Jones, who has no Division I offers as well, and you lose to Dickinson, then what should we do? Should we update the rankings again and drop you? It takes a consistent flow through the waters of this stuff. Everybody doesn't navigate the same. It takes time. It's going to happen. Nobody is paying attention to your babies like you are. That's why you got to make a conscious effort. Some people, see, here's where the problem came. The problem came with when you rank a person out of their range, for whatever reason it is, and you stand behind it for a moment without correcting, and it don't correct itself, then it becomes a problem, because once you correct it and you drop them down, then they're confused, when really you shouldn't have never ranked them that high in the first place. That's where the problems come with a lot of the rankings. I've been doing it a long time, guys. I'm telling you the psychology. For example, one of the young men you talking about, Harden, somebody else that do rankings had this kid ranked number 1 just a year, 14 months ago. He was ranked number 1 player in the area. Over Wesley Yates. Over Chris Johnson.
Orlando Harden was?
Yes. Yes. So this is where the problem comes.
How long ago was this?
No, now we did not have him ranked there, not RCS Sports.
Oh, okay.
Somebody else had him locally ranked number 1 in the city just 14 months ago.
Oh.
So what happens is, once you number 1, ain't but one way you can go.
Okay.
And so then that means now it's like, whoa, that means you're the measuring stick. You're the benchmark for the area. So then what happens is, everybody say, man, whoa, that's a bold statement right there. You got a number 1, cool. But that means now number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, everybody's watching. And everybody's saying you're wrong. Then you stand behind it. Your actions stand behind it, because you don't correct the rankings in a timely manner. So that means now the kid gets punished, because mentally a kid feels, what did I do to drop out of the top 10 when I've been kicking butt? These same guys played on the same summer team with me. So whenever I win, they win. Whenever we lose, we all lose together. If we're on the same summer team. Remember?
Jimmy, this is a great question. And I want you to clear it up. He said he came on late. Dash said, come on. So you're saying if your team loses against someone, it affects your stock if you still play well?
No,
that ain't what he said. But you got a matchup against another guard that's right behind you in the rankings this weekend, that next week. Whenever, because Seth Jones is right behind.
What? Seth
Orlando,
Jones, right? And no, 2 different classes, Adam. Seth Jones,
okay,
and Chemo Melinder are 12th graders.
Okay. My bad.
Both are 12th graders. Both have no Division I offers. That's not a bad thing. That's just the measuring stick to show, to let people know as far as a certain criteria. They're 2 of the best players in this state that don't have Division I offers. They are 2 of the best in the state.
I'm sorry.
That just shows you how talented the field is. Now, with the young fellow Orlando Harden, he's in the same class with Smurf Melinda, the little brother.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah, yeah,
went
yeah, yeah,
head to
yeah,
head
yeah, 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 yeah. My
last week.
bad, my bad.
And so
Okay.
one is ranked like number 11, 12, and one of them is ranked like number 8. That's right there. That's like the equivalent of you being on row. We on that same concert analogy.
Okay.
You on row B, but your seat is seat 26 on row B.
But
I'm
you're on the
on
same
row
row.
C.
Yeah.
I'm on row C with the seat number with an aisle seat on the inside. Which is a better seat? Ain't the same, right? You can take seat number 26 on B. It's the same, but we in the middle. So that means the stage is that big. It's the same range.
Well, so Jimmy, somebody just asked the question: why do these two guys don't have Division I offers? You just said you talked about.
I mean, because of the transfer portal greatly affects all of this.
Okay.
And that's something that the whip hasn't cracked to reach people in a fashion where the masses would really understand it. So a lot of people are in denial because there are people that train, develop, coach these kids, and if you had a kid that's equally talented or may have been not as talented as one of these kids are, and that kid might have went to somewhere in college and blossomed. So in your mind, you say, well, I know what a Division I look like. Have you heard that before? Guys say that all the time. I know what D1 look like. I coached them. I played it. That's what guys say, right? So that means, but this is a different era. It's a different day. So what happens is you think this guy is maybe good enough, but the pool of prospective players is 100 times greater than what it was. Big difference, guys. So that's the thing. That's why a lot of those guys.
Jimmy, some people, and this is why I never say never, because I've been watching a lot of college basketball. Jimmy, is some guys in college basketball do you have some diminutive people in college basketball? You got some guys sub 6 feet playing in college basketball that's doing. Look, he ain't good to me, but Tyler Harris was might be he played one of the best games in the AAC, and he 5'7". So you saying what a kid can't be, and I know people like tall guards. I understand, but you say he's too small to be shooting the ball as much as he does. He's not going to shoot the ball that much in college. In high school, if you know what I always tell, I told my son a long time ago, because people used to say that ignorant ass shit about him. But what I told him, a point guard job is to get the ball to the best player. He got to be able to be the best defender on the team. He got to know, be able to control the tempo of the team. He got to do a lot of stuff. And if your team need a basket, you got to be able to go get him a basket. And if you the best player on you the best scorer of the team, you're supposed to get the damn ball to yourself. Why? So I don't understand. Some of these high schools don't have a multitude of good players on their team. They just don't. So guess what? What the hell Orlando's supposed to do? Pass the ball to the dude who gonna miss them goddamn layups? Pass the ball to a guy who ain't gonna play intramural? Dude, a job of a point guard is to get the ball to the best player. If he the best player, you got to get the ball to himself. That's just how it is. He don't have a multitude of Division I's on his team. Now he's not on a team. At Houston Christian, he was on a team that had better play. Now he go to his neighborhood school. Son, don't you let these people stop you putting that damn ball in. Because if you don't put the ball in the basket, son, you're going to lose. Don't you listen to these people, what the hell they say about you. You play your game. I never forget, D'Angelo Harris was the leading scorer in Big East history. He'd take his ass to the workouts, ladies and gentlemen, trying to pass the damn ball. They cut his ass the first day. Come out here with the Rockets with that shit. They cut his ass in the layup line. Do what you do best. If you a guard that can score, you better take your little ass in that score. That little guard who used to play for Oakland up there in Detroit area. He went to the league. He's scoring all the points, leading scorer in the nation. He went to the league trying to pass the ball. Jimmy, they cut his ass the next day. Do what you do. If that little young man got the ability to put the ball in the basket, put the damn ball in the basket, Orlando Harden Jr. You let one of these dudes tell you what you are. Keep going, Jim.
And there's different systems and different coaches. All college coaches don't have the same eyeball, nor do they have the same ideology. So
Good point.
Just somebody, whatever your style is, somebody's gonna like it. Just that the higher the thing is, the higher the stakes at certain levels.
Yes.
They're not going to be able to take those types of risk.
Absolutely.
People look at Trae Young, and something happened with Trae Young. That head coach that coached Trae Young, he had tenure. He was going to retire in a couple of years anyway. He wasn't going to lose his job by taking a gamble on letting Trae Young have carte blanche within his offense. That's rare. That means going to the system and understand. So there's a program for him. That's why when you're small, and Chris Walker broke it down eloquently one day a few months ago in the Chop Shop, and he broke it down. Just look at the list. Look at the national rankings list.
Right.
Go to ESPN is the foremost authority. Go look at the list of the seniors and count out how many of that top 100 is under 6 foot tall.
And Jimmy, we understand that. But guess what? That's the top 100. It's some colleges the top. It's some more colleges out there that we don't even know about that's got guys shorter than him that's balling.
Hey, man, that's why when the smaller you are, the more you have to win.
The
more you have to produce on a high supreme level. It's just that simple. We've had small guards come through this city and win before. We've had them.
Yes, sir.
Understand? So you're not, and that's the thing. People ask me, I had made notes out of and I don't know what I did with. Remember the other month the other week, I was telling you guys about my all 6 foot and under team. And we
I remember that.
It's somewhere on my desk.
Yeah.
And that list there, guys like Tommy Mason Griffin, guys like
Jamal
Fenton, B.J. Holmes, Jay Lucas, Nick Wise. So I just named about 7 guys off the top of the dome that they ain't going nowhere in this. I'm talking about since 2000. I'm not even going back to the old days. I'm just gonna stop at 2000. Turn them on. T.J. Ford.
Oh my God.
So that's 8. That's 8 right there.
Oh my goodness.
We had some sub 6 foot guards, and know what everybody I just named had in common? They won. They won. Now guess what? Orlando Harden Jr. He won. People knew him as the lookout, the guard on that team that used to be the Blue Chips. Houston Hoops Blue Chips and the Dead on Your Ass. Yes, that was the name of their summer team during the COVID, DOYA. And so that program, he was the captain he was the leader, the floor general. And you won. But you know what? When you small, you just got to keep winning double.
That's what I told the young fella. I hope he watching the show today.
I'm sorry, Adam. We forgot one. So we getting to 10 real quick. So I mean, Syville Wheeler.
Oh my goodness. Hold up. I heard some people tell me he can't shoot. He too small. I heard some people talking about that kid.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. He ain't this and he ain't this. Then I keep just watching him. Wherever he go, he just do what he does.
Kendrick Davis.
Yes, sir. One of the best guys in the country.
I would name 10 guys off the top of my head. Who gets off the list? Think about this. Who moves out the way? for whoever name you're trying to say. Somebody asked me. So it's no disrespect on these kids. It's just that sometimes we have to do a greater job at, if the kids respect you as an adult, then you have the capacity to get them to respect what you respect. So that means if you don't have no respect for yesteryear and some of these cats that came out before these young men, then they not gonna respect it. If you sit down and eat your food at the dinner table and you don't say grace, that kid ain't gonna say grace or understand the meaning of it. If you don't go and wash your hands before you eat, that kid that idolizes it, he's gonna emulate you. So he's not gonna wash his hands.
So what's this as example of? Because I missed it. What's this example of? What you trying to? What point you trying to make?
The list the name I just gave you of some of the sub 6 foot guards from the greater Houston area, and only from the past 20 years or since 2000. I'm saying, so if as a grown up, most grown-ups would have to respect those guys. And remember, many of the grown-ups saw those guys play. Like, yeah, that dude was a dude. You don't respect, and that means you now have the authority, have the influence to let that kid understand, hey man, sit down, let me tell you something. That was once a kid, man, named BJ Holmes. He was in your situation. Nobody thought he was good enough. He went from having no offers at one time to all of a sudden he blew up and went from no offers to Texas A&M.
Wow.
People were still calling him, and he went to A&M and ended up starting 3 years at Texas A&M. So it could happen. So you can tell that story. I mean, you got to respect that.
Yeah.
For yesteryear, for it to happen, and for your kid to be able, they're going to go look up, go Google BJ Holmes. Tell them kids, go Google up. Understand. BJ Holmes remained in the shadow that year, class of 2007, of Jay Lucas. So that was the battle. Jay Lucas ended up making the McDonald's game. Understand something. That kind of confused BJ Holmes battles. Fast forward 3 years later.
Be real with it. I know you don't want. Come on. Okay, you didn't want to go there, but yeah, go. Okay, no, I ain't gonna even let you go there because that's family. But keep going.
Now, 3 years later, Jamal Fenton. Man, Jamal Fenton.
Hey, Jim.
Jamal Fenton was a man. Let me tell you something, guys. He stayed under the shadow, though, of Tommy Mason Griffin in the same 2009.
Jim, I got a question, Jim. Help me out, Jimmy. I want you to go back in your mind. Who did Jamal Fenton play at? Hold up, they were at the Camel Center to get ready to go to the state. Who did he play against?
That was straight Jesuit.
Who was the guard on the other team? Who was a good player?
Tim Frazier.
I never forget. I brought Sam Cassell came to that game with me.
And he liked the guard. Which one of the guards he liked?
He liked Jamal Fenton. He said, who is this little dude right here? He ain't talking about nobody else. He said, who is this little dude right here?
Yeah. And Tim Frazier played in the NBA. And he's played in the NBA for about 7 of the past 10 years.
Sam Cassell came to the game. After the game, he kept asking me, who is that? It was Jamal Fenton for Chavez. Who is this little dude right here that got this team in this position right here? Who else was on that damn team, Jimmy?
Well, the year before, of course.
No, I'm talking about that. I'm talking about. I don't know. I think he was a senior that year. Yeah.
Talking about the straight.
I ain't talking about straight Jesuit. I'm talking about Jamal Fenton team.
Jamal Fenton team. He had Easy Aquari. Easy was a kid that went and played ball. It was about 4. See, when they opened Chavez, it cut into the talent base for Milby High School, and that was the beginning of the end for the fluent, for even staying relevant for Milby. Chavez cut into that. And that was the thing. So in that brand new school, right down the street, maybe 3 miles away from Milby, and those young ones, the coach came from out of the middle school, got their job, and they loved him. That was an aspiring program. But I'm gonna tell you something. I give you guys something to go look up.
Okay.
That same year, 2009, the class 2009, that Tommy Mason Griffin went to the McDonald's game. Go look up. See, that's what I'm saying. And show this to some of these kids. Maybe it can inspire them to realize, because they don't really know.
Gotcha.
They don't know unless you lead them there. Go look up Super 16.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Mason Griffin, and then put Ray Penn.
Oh,
and
my
that's
goodness.
all you got to do. If you do that, that's one of the best caters of a sequence in a basketball game. Well, that's non-scholastic.
He scored. You talking about he scored. They was just going back and forth.
Dude, just Google that, guys. Super
Jimmy,
16.
That's on tape?
Tommy Mason Griffin, Ray Penn. That's all you got to do. And you will feel the atmosphere will seep through your screen. You will feel how the culture of the city was for a non-scholastic setting in October. This was October. It wasn't no live event for college coaches. This would let you know how it was going, how it was rocking. And at that point, understand, that game helped Ray Penn, who ended up getting a scholarship off and played at Oklahoma State. He played at Oklahoma State.
Sure did.
Tom Mason Griffin ended up going to Oklahoma. How about that? 2 sub-6 foot guard. Ray Penn goes on that list. Who moves him out today?
Jimmy, hey, let me tell you
Show
something.
them something, Hatter. Yo. Matter of fact, share the show
I can't put it on the
Hold
screen because I can't put. I don't know if I can put it because I have to do a whole lot of stuff to put it.
Share your screen. No, hit the share thing. Share your screen with it.
No, I got it on something. I got it on my laptop. Let me see what
I can do. Let me see what I can do. What we do is we go to quick break and we let you share the show. We come back, we forget this thing. We won't see dude, this, and then we're gonna talk about the McDonald game.
Yeah, Jimmy, we got to hurry up because I got to get out here a little bit earlier today. About 2:15. 2:15 is the least I can get out of here. Dude, they're going back and forth. I'm watching. Jimmy, we don't have to go through no break. What you go and find it? We don't got to go through no break. I'm just sitting there. Oh, my goodness. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I'm trying to see what I can do. Let me see. See, I had to process it, Jimmy. I had to process that thing. And it'll take a minute for me to process. But if you can put it on your screen, I could have did it. I could have did it from here. But I didn't want to put an overload on the computer. So you do it and I'll share your screen.
Hold on, I'm coming with it in just a second. I'm gonna let people that we're gonna teach you today. We're gonna teach you today. We're gonna teach you today. You're gonna get something. Let me see. You're
gonna learn today.
Yeah.
Hey, Beaumont United, what they gonna do tonight?
Oh man, Terrence Arsenault is playing tonight. So they played. Beaumont United hosts Crosby with PJ Haggerty. Remember the last time they played? PJ, that was his first game back from nursing that leg injury. So now we get a chance to see PJ. He's a lot more healthier, but I'm still predicting that Beaumont United will win this home game. I got my projections on the front of RCS Sports, but I have it queued up, Heather.
Let me see what you
just
got.
A second.
Okay, give me a little something. See, can I put it on the screen?
Watch this right here. Watch this. Y'all share the show yet?
Man, they ain't been sharing, man. They've been playing around, man. They've been playing around. They ain't been doing
nothing. Let me get this thing out. First and foremost,
Robert Carroll spoke. I'm going with Robert Carroll. Robert Carroll said United by 15. Who they playing against? PJ Haggerty?
Crosby. Yeah.
PJ Haggerty gonna have about, what he gonna have, Jimmy? Jimmy, I don't see it on the screen,
PJ
man.
Haggerty,
what you doing?
Over and under. Hold on. We ain't shared it yet. Here we go.
Okay.
There you go.
You share it to me first, then I'll see it. I don't see it I ain't see it yet.
I just did.
Okay. All right. Now you're doing. Okay. Now you're smoking. Let me see. Now it done popped up. You got to make that thing a little bigger, Doc.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Watch this.
Hit that thing.
Bingo.
All right.
Bingo.
All right. Hit that play.
Bingo. October 2008. I didn't want to put no music behind it. That way
No, because you did right.
that's why I got it on mute.
Let me get me and you out the way because I got to keep us on the screen so nobody don't think we gone nowhere. Let me get the right camera right here. You understand me? You understands me? Let me put it in a little circle right there. There we go.
And this game had been really hyped because John Uri, Ray Penn played for John Uri.
Oh Lord.
And
oh Lord. All right,
y'all saw that?
Oh, they just going back and forth, Jim.
Here they go now. That's right. There you go. Now.
I hit the wrong button. My bad. Jimmy, get that thing out of there. I messed up something. Okay, you good. You back good. You back good. No, you good.
There go Tommy Mason Griffin. That's little Tommy. Little Tommy, guys. And you guys thinking that that's little Tommy right there, number 5. That's little Tommy. This is, look. That's little Tommy. You see it?
That's Ray. That's Ray right there. That's Ray coming down
Ray.
Now. Okay.
Now that wasn't Ray that shot that ball.
No, that wasn't him. We finna come down the next one.
This Tommy right. Look where you at. Look where you at.
Yeah. Ray coming down on the next one.
That's Ray. That's little Ray Penn. Look at that. Money. They going back and forth too. I mean, you guys understand this atmosphere, and once again,
Tommy go right back. Bam.
Tommy go right back at him. Then Ray Penn come right back down, and
there you
realize
that Ray right there. Yeah. Right back at it. Bam. Okay.
Right back at it. Here comes Tommy.
Hey, my girl on here, Miss Monique. Hey, Miss Monique, I might ride up there tonight, Miss Monique. I ain't gonna sit on your side, Miss Monique, though. I'm not gonna sit on your side. Y'all be talking too much on y'all side. I might ride the Beaumont, man. I ain't never been up to Beaumont. How long it take me to get there, Jimmy?
about 50 minutes.
Oh, that's all?
Yeah.
All right. I might ride the Beaumont tonight.
Guys, you gotta realize that understand something. And hold on, Hal, I'm gonna show him something else. Not a video, but I'm gonna show you what happened after that.
Okay.
You see, after that.
Something happened after that?
Right there?
Okay.
Yeah, look what I'm sharing with you.
Okay, let me see. Let's see what you got up there. Let me click it. Okay.
See, this was on. Look at the top. That's on ESPN.
Da-da-da.
ESPN highlighted.
Okay.
They highlighted that game after the post write up, and that's what the ink. Look at all our kids. Good things they said about them.
Right.
You see, all these Houston kids got ink. Right. That's that Tim Frazier you mentioned about it earlier. That's Joey Brooks. He went to Notre Dame. Tim Frazier went to Penn State. You see what I'm saying? J.J. Richardson, he committed to Pittsburgh. He played at Hightower. These are all. Snap Peters was a youngster at that time. I mean, guys, exposure has always been available for our kids. It just that somehow somebody made some people believe that, like, I done forgot how to wash a car. Marketing ain't no different than putting water and suds in a bucket and putting on your car. And guess what? Everybody can't do the windows though.
Yeah, everybody can't do the windows.
Grown folk that don't. I wouldn't let them touch my windows. Everybody, I'm saying, washing a car and cleaning a car
is two different
things.
Yeah.
That's all I'm telling you guys.
That's unique, man.
And so that was, understand, those were the days. And that was just 13, 14 years ago. So now we're going now, and this afternoon they're going to announce, and I'm proud because we're in the great state of Texas. Proud to share with you guys that there will be 5 players are expected to be named from Texas on the McDonald team. 5, right? And I could send you the whole doggone list. I got the whole list of 24.
I know
already.
you got it, man. Hey, all I worry about is that 5. That 5, if they in there, I'm good. I'm trying to see, can I find Malika Andrews now? I'm gonna see, can I? Oh, it ain't came on yet. They coming on the field now. Yeah.
Here's what we got. Here's what we got. I'll give you guys some numbers. With these 5 players, of course, Keontae George, Cason Wallace, Anthony Black, Jordan Walsh, Arterio Morris. All 5 of these kids are from the state of Texas, but specifically, this is the first time in history that any state has produced 5 from the same city, the same area.
Right.
On the boys' side.
Okay.
Follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what does this mean for Texas? Well, I'm looking through some numbers, and I have, in the magazines, and not this year's magazine, but the ones before, like the 5 issues before, we would always include a list of the McDonald's All-Americans, boys and girls. And so I was thumbing through it this morning, right? And as I thumbed through it, guys, and I noticed like some trends over here, I'm going to share with you guys some factuals. And here's what I got. Since the last 10 years, right, the state of Texas, once today, when they'll make the announcement official, well, official, I just gave you the official. We just gave you the official on the Chop Shop. On 5 want to be from Texas. Check this out. There's only once has any state produced 5 players more than once. California did it twice. New York did it once. Right? Well, Texas will have produced 5 players in the same year 4 times in the last 10 years. McDonald's game been going on since 1977. 1977, the McDonald's game started. It started off with a group of All-Americans playing against a group of kids from Washington, D.C., from the DMV area. Then the next year, they went East versus West. They don't even do East versus West anymore. It says it, but they don't really do it. Hell, you trust me. When they go to Chicago and for the game in a couple of months, you're going to have kids that's from the West playing on the East, and you're going to have kids vice versa. But once again, let me say that slowly so you'll be able to have some bragging rights when you go on social media, go boasting to your fellow player comrades out of the state. Texas will have produced 5 players, boys, on 4 separate occasions just in the past 10 years. Guys, and you wonder if we hot enough. You wonder why you don't have to leave Texas. You leave Texas because you just want to. You don't. So when you hear the theories about something holding you back, the media ain't getting you, ain't trying. What media? If you balling, you gonna get the love somewhere, because somebody gonna like it. They gonna see you. They can't ignore you the more you're balling. Now, some other stats. DFW, you're gonna see in the next couple of hours, the DFW community, basketball community, they're going to be tearing social media off the hinges, right? And guess what? That's great, rightfully so. In the past 10 years, DFW will have produced 18 McDonald's All-Americans in the past 10 years. That's almost 2 per year. Greater Houston has produced 8. This is the longest drought that we are in since I've been in the business in 2001. This is 4 consecutive years without a McDonald's All-American from Greater Houston. And you think about how many different things that happen, how many different people. There's I said 10 times is more, but it's really about 20 times as more people that's covering the Greater Houston area. So we got 20 times more people. What it does, it makes the area more vulnerable because one person is going to like red, one person is going to like blue, one person going to like green, one person going to like yellow, one person going to like pink, one going to like white, one going to like violet, one going to like gold. And you see how I go on and on and on. And that's one of the things that serves as a confusing factor because you have to, and I tell you guys, done this before. You got to be able to push them out early and identify the block of them. That's why I say the block, a 4 block. 4 block. At least, the 4 is conventional. Too many is going, the 4 that the whole city cannot disagree on. In no particular order. Shoot the 4, anoint the 4. That doesn't disrespect the other guys, but we got to get these guys out there and get them on the list, the national list early. Now, after they get on, job well done. We Harriet Tubman this thing and go back and get a couple of more or the next 4 block. Otherwise, you find yourself in a situation where this drought can continue. 2023 is next year. We should damn well break that cycle or that spell. 4 consecutive years with no McDonald's All-American. I meant to you, we had put 8 of the past 10 years from out of Greater Houston compared to 18 from Dallas. Well, I'll give you some bragging rights. So Dallas, what do you judge it on? Guess what? One thing about Greater Houston that I can say in that time, in this last 10 years, whenever we put one out and we anoint one from this city and they get anointed, you know what it's proven? Know what it's proven? They gonna make it to the NBA. All 8 of the players that made the McDonald game from Greater, we batting 100% of the kids who made the McDonald game from out of Greater Houston played regular season games in the NBA. 6 of the 8 played this year. You know how many out of them 18 from DFW played in the NBA this year? 5. 6 of our 8 played this year. 5 of the 18 didn't. No, the McDonald's game, you're supposed to produce. You think about it, you're projecting them to go. Think about it, this guy a pro, this guy a pro, this guy a pro. So that's one thing I can say about H-Town. When we stamp one, we stamping pros. Remember, 6 out of the 8 are still in the NBA. Well, we're still in the NBA this season. At some point, whether it be a call-up like Justin Jackson or whatever. 6 of the 8 that made the McDonald game, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The only 2 who didn't play this year is the Harrison twins.
Keep talking.
So I want to get you guys understand this. You follow, and we can. It's simple, but you got to figure out who you are smart enough to not listen to. In this, remember, I'm gonna word this again, real tactfully. You got to be smart enough to determine and identify who you not gonna listen to when they trying to feed you propaganda and make you think that you're without. Remember, what are you judging it by? The McDonald's All-Americans? Are you judging it by pros? Judging it by Division I players? Because I got the numbers. Greater Houston has more Division I players than DFW. But then it don't sound like you guys know what you're trying to judge this stuff on. Monday, you want to judge it on one thing. Tuesday, you want to judge it on another thing. Wednesday is something different. What are you judging it on? And that's the thing. So I wanted to get you guys.
Oh, Messi Melvin dudes asking me if I had to put a stamp on two of these guys. You talking about two of the Dallas 5 guys? If I had to put a stamp on them, I like right now, with just two of them, I got to pick Keontae and Arteria Morris. I just think their games, they have a chance for their games to translate. But my third, I know you ain't giving me a third, but then I'll go with the Terminator, which y'all call him the Predator.
Casey Wallace.
Casey Wallace.
Casey Wallace.
Yeah, that's just me, man. From what I've seen and being around the NBA, those other two guys, Arteria, I didn't know Arteria was as good until I saw him in Dallas. He just did some things with the ball and with his body that normal human beings don't do with the ball in his body. So does Keontae George. So those two, to me, I just they just do something different. You know how that's how you determine those guys that go in the NBA. You got to have the NBA ain't but 450 of them. You know, it was 500 and something this year because of the COVID, but it's gonna get back to normal at some point. And those two guys do stuff that they're just not normal. Normal people can't do. That's all.
Yeah, and somebody, Marcus Carras is Emmanuel Moody still in the NBA. Emmanuel Moody, I think he had a call up.
I don't think
this
he's in the
year.
league though.
No, I'm just saying, just like Justin Jackson not in the league. I'm just saying, but I think he had a call up.
Justin Jackson got called up again, Jimmy.
Justin Jackson had 2 call up.
Yeah. So he out. He didn't have a third one.
I'm not sure. I'm just saying, but I counted them. I said it was this season. There were 5 of the 18 McDonald's All-Americans played in the NBA this season.
I got you.
You see, not 5 DFW players, 5 of the former McDonald All-Americans within the past 10 years. You see? So that wouldn't count as LaMarcus Aldridge, guys. You follow me?
Excuse me, Jim.
That's more than 10 years out.
Can I address something here? Landon Alwan said Wallace would be playing on a bigger stage at Kentucky. So you telling me Texas not a big stage? The Big 12 sent more guys to the league than SEC. Landon?
That's backwards propaganda.
Landon, what the hell are you talking about?
You gotta be smart enough to know what not to believe.
Landon? Let me put it up there so people can see it just ain't me. Come on, Landon. Landon, let me tell you something. Landon, I don't know what you been. Landon, you sipping on something, Jimmy? You done sent Landon one of them bottles you got over there. Landon, you wrong for that one. Texas is one of the biggest stages in the world. Come on, Landon. Come on. We'll leave him alone. Jimmy, I got boy. Yeah. You got Jimmy, you got 10 minutes. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Jimmy,
okay.
Jimmy, do me a favor. Now, Jimmy, think about this. You can do this if you want to. If you got a lot to say, we can just end this particular and you just come right back on. Everybody just come right back on with you. You can just come on under if you got that much long. But I got 10 minutes. If you got 10 minutes,
No. We land the plane in 10
minutes.
Okay,
give me 10 minutes. I give you 10 minutes.
Yeah, we was talking about I guess on the girls' side.
Okay.
McDonald's All-Americans. I don't know how many girls from the state had made it this year, but I'm sure we're gonna get at least 3. Because I saw that DeSoto girls team play earlier. They were ranked number 2 in the country, and they played it during Glenn Smith's event. Those girls, I mean, they got like 6 girls going to Power 5s on that team. So I know at least 3 of those girls gonna make the McDonald's game. Well, I'm gonna say I know. I would strong based on my eyes what I saw that day. At least 3 of them probably should. On the girls' side, in case you're wondering, in the past 10 years, I'm looking at my list right now. I'll give you the names of those in the past 10 years. Breonna Turner and Brooke McCarthy made it from out of Greater Houston in 2014. Right? In 2015, Jordan Hosey from Manville. Manville had back-to-back years. 2016, you had the big tall girl Nancy Mulkey. She was about 6'10", 6'9". We had her on the front cover of the magazine that year. When she was in 11th grade, that is. It's 2017, we had 3 from out of Greater Houston. Chastity Patterson, the little guard who went to UT. Alexis Morris, she went to Baylor. And Deonze Richards, that's Dee Richards. You know, her real name is Deonze, right? And she went to Baylor as well. That's 2017. 2018, we had Kate Reese, Charlie Collier from Barbers Hill. She went to UT. Queen Egbo from Travis High School. Those were the threesome from that year. And then they had a drop of 3 years. And last year we had the only 2 girls from Texas, and that was Rory Harmon and of course Kendall Hunter. So it's been about over 70 girls from the state of Texas that has been McDonald's All-Americans since the first year doing girls was 2002. So the girls and the boys started in 1977. The girls have caught up with the boys in 20 years. What the boys did in 50. So that was the thing to think
Jimmy,
about.
Jimmy, we should have a special guest. We're supposed to have a special guest tomorrow. Check your text I just sent you. We got a special guest coming on tomorrow, and I don't want to. Let me tell you something. We would, if this guest come on tomorrow, y'all go. I wouldn't miss tomorrow if I was y'all. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I wouldn't miss tomorrow if I was y'all. Special guest come on tomorrow. So what else you got, Jimbo?
Yeah, man. Other than that, Sean Payton has stepped down as the Saints head coach. So it's inevitable. It's inevitable. So that's part of the.
Why he stepped down, Jimmy? Why you think he stepped down?
The walls start closing in, and then of course you had the Dallas Cowboys stuff rumor that's out. That ain't.
So they finna run McCarthy right up out of that joint.
It's possible.
Yeah, he'll do it.
Guess what?
He'll do it.
It's possible.
Yeah. But McCarthy slept at his house that night. Jimmy, you know he slept at his house that night that he was interviewing him. All the other coaches slept at the hotel. McCarthy slept at what his name? Jerry Jones' house.
Yeah. But
Jimmy, that ain't gonna help. Cause Jerry Jones still gonna be running his mouth.
and thanks, Kenneth Gamble. The correct pronunciation of Dee Dee's real name is Deasia.
Oh, it's Deasia?
Deasia.
Who tried to correct you? Who did that?
Oh, Kenneth Gamble. That's his side of town. So I got that. He's out in the Cypress area. So
it's Deasia. I was wondering what that meant. I thought it was Duce.
But it's not spelled like that.
It's not spelled like that. It's spelled like it's Duce, like that. So it's say it again. He said it's Deasia is the word. Thank you, Ken Gamble. Deasia.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna watch.
Dee.
Yeah. That's what she's known as. Of course, right. Is Dee Dee, but we are getting ready to land this plane, guys. At that time, of course, we got 3 minutes left for 2:15. Want to remind you, we have some good stuff for you guys on RCS Sports today, and we've supplied you with the district standings. So the district standings are now on the website. That means it's easier now. If you go see certain games and certain teams, you be able to go and check out their record.
Right.
And so you better go and see who's in the playoff hunt. You better go and see all that stuff right there. And so that's the district standings.
Oh, you put it on there?
Yeah, we show you one of them how they get to it.
All right.
And so if you guys are you're on the website now, you see that's RCS Sports, right? And you go right here to district standings. That's right next to the upcoming events with the icebreaker and the middle school championship, district standings. You click on this 4A, guess what? You got it all. It's all neat, easy on the eyes. Shout out to Doug Jones. He keeps that thing all keeps it updated and for you guys. So look, these are the 4A. Booker T. Washington beat Fur last night, and that was the young fella, the sophomore, Chris McDermott, had 21 rebounds last night in that win. So he continues. He's the leading rebounder in the area. He's only in the 10th grade. If you hadn't seen him, get out to check him out. Also, district standings, 5A standings. There you go. All your districts in Region 3. Hightower and Marshall, I'll be at your game next week. So don't worry. I can't wait to see this showdown. I have that circle on my calendar.
Hightower and Marshall.
They're going to play.
Why you got that circle? Is that
you say when?
Why? I mean, why have you got that circle?
Because that's a district showdown, Heather, and both of those teams are going to play each other for first place, with first place on the line. So I definitely had that game.
Lost the game though.
Hightower lost one. Look at the record.
So if they win, but they beat Marshall beat them once, right?
Okay, and if Hightower beat Marshall, then they're tied for first, and that means now you have the right to, if you want to flip a coin or not for the first seed. But they know what they would do, Heather? It would be the seedings for the playoffs is one thing. Mm-hmm. But if you're tied for first place, they're still called co-district champs. Mm-hmm. You follow me? So that means no matter what, they can't take that away from you. You're still the district champion.
So all I'm saying is Marshall done played one less game, it seemed like, in Willow Ridge. They must have canceled a game. Marshall and Willow Ridge don't have but 9 games. The other people got 10.
That means Marshall and Willow Ridge, probably the game is probably on deck. And that's a game matter of fact, they play tonight. As a matter of fact. I'm looking right now.
Okay.
They play tonight.
Okay.
So Marshall and Willow Ridge will play at Hobson, at Hobson Fieldhouse at 7 p.m. this evening. Okay. So there you go.
I like that.
But those are the 5A teams. Beaumont United and Crosby, same situation. You see us right here. That's Beaumont United. They play tonight. They're in action. Now you look at 6 standings. We broke them down for Region 2. These teams here in Region 2, these districts, they go in the same district with Duncanville.
Okay.
So Region 2, Westfield is the top dog and the favorite. Cy Ranch is right there. Cy Falls is right there. They play again in a few weeks. Uh-huh. All of those teams go into Region 2. So when people thinking like Region 3 is going to be hot, no, Cy Falls and Cy Ranch aren't in Region 3. That Region 3 is down here. Mm-hmm. Cy Creek is in Region 3. Okay. Cy Ridge, Stafford, Bel Air, who made it to the regional finals last year. Seven Lakes, Tompkins, Elkins is a favorite. Of course, Shadow Creek is one of the favorites. Atascocita, you see, Clear Brook, Dickinson, Clear Falls.
Man, what did happen to Summer Creek, man?
Oh man, we talk about that tomorrow, man.
All right, okay, let me get out of here.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. But that's pretty much I want you guys to see. That's on rcssports.com. That website we put a lot of content on there for your viewing pleasure, for you guys. And that's what I'm saying. We're doing our part. And that's the thing. Say Coach Courtney returns to Hightower.
Coach Courtney never coached.
He never been to Hightower. Coach Courtney's at Willow Ridge.
Who said that? They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, so anyway, y'all make sure, guys, of course, see you, Ivan Pettit Jr., you took the words right out of my mouth. Share the show.
On the way out the door.
On the way.
Willow Ridge has a great vice principal. Who is the vice principal? Jimmy froze up on me.
Yeah, I froze up, man.
Who? No, you good now. Who is the vice principal at Willow Ridge? Is that Michael Jordan's wife or something?
I don't know.
Because he said he has a great vice principal. Is that his wife or something?
I'm not sure who the vice principal is. I'm quite sure if he put it on there like that. And of course, once again, the McDonald's All-Americans are being revealed right now. KP is on there. You can go over and watch ESPN and give him. I should have called Kendrick Perkins and gave him. Damn, I'm froze. They can't even hear me, Ken.
Yeah, they can hear you. They can hear you. They
They just
can't
can't
see.
see. Yeah.
they can't.
So anyway, guys, share the show on your way out the door, man. Thanks so much for watching the Chop Shop. We up out of here, man. See you guys in 22 hours. For Robert Haller, this is Jim Hicks. Peace. Chop Shop.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop